Hello everyone and welcome to Knife Review 3000. Today we've got the Swiza D04 uh, multi-tool. It comes in at about 36 bucks. What you get for that is a 3-inch 440 stainless steel blade, complete flat grind and pretty skinny. So it's going to be a good slicer, going to be easy to sharpen. Just an all-around good utility blade. Little drop point there. It is a liner lock, unlike a lot of Victorinox, Swiss Army style knives. This does have a liner lock. It's actuated with a button underneath the cross there. So you can see that moving up and down when I push the button. Works fairly well as a lock. My only concern would be the placement of it. If you're doing something where you're gripping it rather hard like that, I'm pushing down that lock. So you can readjust a little bit, and that might not be an issue. So if you do get this, you just might want to be cognizant of how you're gripping it, how hard you're gripping it, and if you're pushing that button down. Excuse my dog if you hear that in the background. He's barking at something, but so other than that, on the same side, you've got an awl. You just kind of standard awl. Does have a very long pull-out tab that might get in the way if you're trying to get through something thick, but most people will never use the awl, so it's probably not a huge deal there. You've got a bottle opener and flathead screwdriver. It does have a detent at 90 and then one at 180. And then on the other side you've got a can opener and a smaller flathead. So that's what's on this side, and then on this side you've got Phillips head. Fairly long shaft on there. Let you get a fist grip on there, or get down in. If something's recessed, you can get down in there. So I like the design on that. And then the last thing you have is, where is it? Your tweezers. So be a pretty good camping knife, just a little extra knife. You get splinter or something, you got your tweezers. Weight wise, it doesn't give a weight, but it's about 3 ounces or so, not very heavy. The scales or handles on here they just say it's a polymer. It's kind of just a rubber, just a hard rubber, which would be good for wet conditions. It's very grippy. It's a nice material. My only concern would be wear on it. If it's in your pocket with keys or change or whatever, eventually it might wear away. And then if you press that button a lot, it might wear away a hole right there. That being said, it's a $36 knife, so lasts you 4 or 5 years. It's probably done its due, and you can get another one if you like it. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. I don't think it's going to be one of those knives that you can just put in your pocket and it's going to last forever. Size wise, the arm bar is kind of a similar deal, and it's very similar sized. Not quite as thick, but armbar is very skinny anyway, so it doesn't tell you a whole lot. You have a comparable Victorinox pretty much the same tools. This has one extra blade, but as you can see, a little bit smaller on there. Not necessarily a bad thing. The grip on here, let's see, here it is. Grip on here is right at 4 fingers, so I don't know if I'd want anything much smaller than that, but there is an option if you're looking for the classic Swiss Army knife there. And then something not quite in the same league is the Skeletal. Of course, that's a plier multi-tool, but you can kind of see about this. Very similar sizing on all of those, and not a huge difference. So yeah, that's the Swiza D04. If you're interested in this, they make a lot of variants. Some are a little bit skinnier, they just have the knife and maybe one tool on the other side, and then there's a few that are thicker that have more tools than this. I picked this one because these are the things I use the most. The Phillips head and the flat heads and the knife. They make pretty much the exact same thing with a corkscrew also. I drink my wine out of a box, so don't need that. But I'll leave links to so where you can see all the different variants in the comments below. So yeah, if you like this review, please subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them below, and y'all have a good day. Thank you.